Hello there, whoever is joined, welcome to the stream. So, let's go ahead and kick this off. I got myself a bowl of popcorn and I got myself some coffee, so I should last for a couple more hours. There it is. Alrighty. So, right now, last time we left off, I got incredibly aggravated by streaming enabled, so I had to take a break. But now I'm back. We are going to be scripting server-client interaction between the menu and between the stuff that's actually going to be setting the teams and adding all the equipment to the player and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I might be a little bit more quiet. What in the world is happening here? What? That's a fine how do you do. What happened here? That's not okay. Okay. Part of the what the heck? Part of the facility got yeeted. Okay, wait. What's the size on that? It's 24. Let me just grab this module over here and drag it on over. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I decided to commit disappear, but, you know, we don't always know why things happen. We don't make mistakes, we make happy accidents. As Bob Ross says. Ay. Oh boy, what's happening here? Also, yeah, I've changed up the music a bit. We are now playing some very happy NCS. What is happening here? Jeez. There we go. That's all nice and lined up now, I think. Okay, let's not do that again. Okay. So. What do we need for the player to request a team? So we need to do sanity checks. And we need to do the action. So assign team. And then we need to, when the player loads in, we need to make sure that they have the proper equipment. Spawn in. So let me check equipment service and see if. Okay, wait. Added. Okay, never mind. So we're getting rid of this last part because apparently equipment service already handled that. So that's what we need to do. We need to do sanity checks and we need to assign team. So, first things first, local function. Allowed on team. So once again, sort of falling in the stead of what we were doing before. We're compartmentalizing everything. So player and team name. And this is going to be handling our sanity checks. For now, for the sake of testing, I'm just going to have it return true at all times. So this is going to be the last thing that we implement. Okay, and assigning teams is as simple as, so if not allowed on team, then return false and oh crap. Drop some popcorn. And then honestly, assigning the team is as simple as literally just saying player.team equals, or hold on. We were using Team Helper at some point. Hey, this song. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I remember I like it. Alright, Team Helper. Nope. Is Team Service even using that? Yeah, it is. Where'd Team Helper go? There it is. Get name from abbreviation. Get abbreviation from name. Oh, that's right. Okay, so instead of having the team name, we're gonna pass in the team abbreviation, because that's what the teams are sort of stored at. So when the game loads in, so by default right now, if I can find it, there should be teams. No, where'd teams go? Does teams just casually not? Yeah, there we go. I guess I'm just blind. So teams has no teams by default, but you will find that upon running the game. Am I actually blind? I don't see teams again. There it is. So yeah, so teams are created at runtime, and that is done for the simple reason of, oh hey, instead of having to, you know, go in and change all the properties here, I now have this teams helper here, where all the data regarding the teams is stored. By the way, these are not final, of course. These are temporary. Well, some of this is true, some of this is not. So take it with a grain of salt. Neutronius asks me into what got you into developing. Honestly, for the most part, so back in the times of Area 12, a group of friends and I got a little bit more pissed off than we normally do at this group. So he went off and said, "Oh hey, we're gonna create our own foundation." So we started commissioning something called Site-17, and on that dev team, that was pretty much my first experience with developing. And honestly, like the thing that got me into developing per se was just the fact that I could do a lot. Like I had a lot of pent up creativity, and it allowed me to sort of express that creativity in first in the form of building, and then later on, like maybe a year later, in the form of scripting. Or sorry, no, not a year, more like a couple months, I guess. 2 or 3 months after I started building, I started also trying to learn how to script. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, teams are generated at runtime. They're all stored as abbreviations, not as the actual team names. So this will help us a little bit. That is acting a little bit strange, so I'll just make sure that that's put in there. Okay, now the important thing to remember here is that the mistake that a lot of people make when doing server client interaction, specifically client to server interaction, is they force. So one sec, this music is really loud, and oh wait, there we go. I can just turn it down on my headphones. What a lot of people do is instead of requesting the server to do something, they order the server to do something. So they will say, instead of requesting, they'll do something like set team. And while like changing the server method name won't do anything. But it will certainly put you in a different mentality. So set team, that's like an order. You're saying, oh hey, you need to go set the team of this player to this. Whereas request team is more like, oh hey, I as the client am going to request the server to set the player to this team. So it's a little bit of a switch in mentality, but it really helps. So anyway, the actual problem though is that the server just accepts anything the client sends in as the truth and nothing but the truth. You cannot do that because exploiters will absolutely absolutely quote unquote exploit that. Hence I think where the name came from. So instead you wanna have a set of sanity checks that the player goes through before the server says, okay, I'm gonna follow your request. So yeah, player dot team equals. Can I get the team? Okay, I can get the name from the abbreviation. Get team data from property. Get abbreviation from name. Get ID from abbreviation. Get team names. But I can't actually get the team. Oh wait, I'm an IDOT. Okay, so I can literally just do teams dot or teams and then the team abbreviation. And we don't have to worry about this not working because that's going to be handled by the sanity check. One of the first things it's going to do is going to ask, oh hey, does this team even exist in the first place? And if it does, then it's going to go through whether or not the player is actually allowed on that team. Okay, so we have that. Let's go to our not UI button class. We probably don't need to access that anymore, nor a camera trail or GU tools for that matter. We're going to go back to our main UI controller. We're going to start looking at the way it does that. So, so one of the things we're going to do is kind of like we did in Team Server. So Team Helper is a shared module. So if there we go. So both the client and the server have access to this data. So Team Helper, then all the way down here where we're initializing stuff. Team Helper equals self dot modules dot or shared dot helpers dot team help. So the lesson is to be polite to Mr. Server, absolutely. Or it's not gonna be it's not as much being polite to the server as it's being just like the server is the boss of the client, right? Like if you're working for a company, and you have a boss and you say, oh hey, I need to get this done. You're not gonna go to your boss and say, I order you or I order you to let me get this done, or I order you to do this. That's not gonna fly. Like the boss is gonna look at you sideways and hopefully not fire you on the spot. But you can absolutely say, oh hey, Mr. Server, in order to do this, like I would like you to do this. So that sort of thing. Dr. Destiny, are you in this? Are you in the stream? I see your question, unrelated communications. He's asking me, do you know how I can edit Roblox scripts in VSC? I've tried Roja, but it doesn't seem to sync, so I don't know. Like oh hey, I see Masez is in the stream. Hey, squad fam. So I got Rojo working with the help of Yellowjet the other day, so we were messing around with that. I honestly like I'm completely new to Rojo. I'm completely new to syncing the files between the Roblox Studio session and between your actual files. So I couldn't tell you. Besides what I know about Rojo. Okay, menu UI controller. Sorry, that completely threw me off track. Okay, so first things first. This is our play button. Gotta make sure that our play button does things. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna find our play button in our main UI. Ah, yes, hello, Dr. Destiny. So I was talking about Rojo, and syncing. I'm completely new to the syncing of files between Studio and your computer. So I wouldn't know any other. There might be a web page that I could point you to that has that sort of information, but I'm not a professional at it. If you want though, I can definitely take some time out of my schedule to help you set that up later. Yeah, but Yellowjet from the other day, and I figured out Rojo like literally 2 days ago. Okay, so let's initialize play button. On. Wait, that's part of home, isn't it? Yeah, that's part of home. So let's not do this here. Let's do this in the proper module. If I could remember where I put it, that would be great. Arrow modules. There it is. Home menu. Okay, cool. Function. Home menu : start. No, it's okay. I just thought you might know. Okay. Suit yourself, I guess. So, out of curiosity, so I'm looking at the analytics for some of my previous videos, and I'm noticing that there's a lot more viewers at the start of the stream than at the end, which is completely understandable because these streams tend to like span about 3 or 4 hours each. So I would understand why people are leaving more towards the end or towards the middle even. But like there seems to be like a spike of people for like 10 minutes, so I'd get like 10 viewers, and then in the next 5 minutes they would all sort of filter out. So I'm kind of confused. What is your guys' take on it? Like, have you been that person? Like, what's the sort of mentality going through there? Like, is there anything I can do to sort of increase how enjoyable the content is for you, or? Play button. Going back to starter GUI, main UI hub, home, left side, play. Oh, that is a play button. Haha. Okay, let's get rid of that. Help me out here, Quinty. Text label. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. I think think I may need to restart my studio session. I think, because remember I reloaded everything, or re-enabled everything, so let's try that. Ooh. Okay. I just woke up and was like, oh yes, me watch. I like seeing the UI working though. Scripting is fun to do, but not to watch. Yeah, a bit. It's a nice podcast to listen to. You get to see how all the scripts and work you put in go to work. Yeah. All right. Oop. Oh, it's still okay. There we go. It's finally dying. Yeah. Yeah, Destiny. I don't know if you've seen the actual UI work. So as soon as this restarts, I'll definitely give you a look. I think you'll appreciate it, and probably even give me some pointers on how I can make it better. Since you are our resident UI expert. I'm scripting TOC's app center right now. Nice. What even is this song? What the heck? Huh. Act on the tech thieves. Dash bleed. Go figure. Oh yeah, I might have to drop the bitrate again. Oh? Is there something I don't know about Destiny? Is he doing naughty things on site again? Or sorry, not again. Is he following in Av's footsteps and doing naughty stuff on site? I see two very different opinions there. I mean, hey. We gotta have some chaos on site, right? Otherwise it gets really boring. Here, let me where's my playlist? I know I have this video somewhere. Ah, yes. Dank memories. Let's watch this while we wait for Studio to update or to load in. Enough of that. You guys get the point. Wombies just released against the World Sea. Spirit on site equals fun. Okay, Studio's being naughty. Ooh. Hey! The second I said that, Studio decided to do what it does best and freaking load. Okay. Alright, before I get into editing any properties, bitrate looks to be good. So this is sort of the default like loaded in screen, so you have like the nice background. Ignore this. This is temporary because I was testing stuff, or am still in the process of testing stuff. As soon as you press play or shop, this stuff moves out of the way. This stuff appears. If we return from play back into the home screen and we go to shop, it does that same thing. However, if we switch between these, it just sort of scrolls left and right. And if we like scroll down here, it'll sort of do that. I was unfortunately not the person who made this UI, but I'm still the one who scripted it. Oh. Alright, I think I disabled that. Keck. Okay, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's that. So, comments, concerns, criticisms, Destiny? It's cute. Alright. Quendy, please work this time. You for real? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Maybe at least update? No. Oh, great. Did I break this? Okay, whatever. I'll just make my own later. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I'll have to do it. What's the total progress bar you complete every stream? Like 0.5%. I mean, quite a bit of work goes into this, so yeah. I'd say we're definitely so stream isn't like all of the work that I do though. So there's a lot of stuff that I do in the background as well. But yeah, they're like quite a bit. Surprisingly enough, the streams don't show a majority of what happens. Like there's the amount of time that not only myself but all the other developers have put on into the site. Like the people who built this, the person who built the site, Voluto, the person who designed this, who designed the quarry, who is Corval, the people who script, which is primarily myself, Quinn, Telecom was on the dev team as well, that Saurus was on the dev team, even Spirit was on the dev team at some point. There's been a lot of work put into this site. And despite that, it still hasn't released. Which I hope goes to show that no, we're not lazy bums, but we are most definitely trying to bring you guys the best quality it can bring. Does this even have any text in it? It doesn't. Why is this a play button? Why isn't it a frame or something? Oh, okay, never mind. I know exactly why it's not a frame. But you know what? Too bad. We're turning it into a frame. It gets no choice. We're turning it into a frame. Okay. Okay. Button. This is the title. That doesn't need to be changed, so we're going to precede it with an underscore. Twitter does need stuff. That needs stuff. What is the glow for? I think it's just static, to be honest. Not gonna lie, if rather the background is more dark or faded cut, because it's a tad difficult. What part? I'm confused. MAD deserves so much more praise. Maybe, maybe not. We do some pretty insane stuff, but yes, but V4 1. I swear to God. Crap! I keep dropping popcorn. Okay. Okay, so we've refactored the play button. Okay, so home menu, initialize play button, and we have our we have daily rewards, but we do not, however, have our UI button class. Oh, okay, so like, okay, I think I see. Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about. So this becomes a little bit dark, or a little bit difficult to read. Intriguing. Okay, I think I may have an idea. Okay. What if I set the fog? Okay, so first of all, increasing the ambient. So no, this doesn't really do anything. Okay. What if I increase or decrease the fog to like 0? Oh boy. Nope, that won't fly. That actually looks really cool. I might keep this. Yeah, that looks really cool. I don't know about that. Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can figure something out to do with that. I'm gonna be dead in 2025. I hope not. I honestly have no idea. Like, the only reason we haven't started working on the site more, and the only reason we haven't, like, started doing major work on V4 is specifically because Site-17 and Code Red are our current active projects. Because as much as we all hate to admit, like, developers can't really work without pay. And in order to like pay for the SCPF to pay, or in order for the SCPF to work or to function, ads need to be very constantly pushed out. The SCPF needs to pay for all the services that it uses. Developers need to be paid. So those three things are the main thing that are sort of holding V4 back. So, and these two projects, Site-17 and Code Red, are meant to address those projects. So we're not. So the reason we're working on this is not because we want to be negligent to V3, or it's not because we hate the community. It's specifically because we need to financially get the SCPF off the ground in order to be able to afford such a project. Equals UI button class dot new. Home dot left side dot play button. Yeah, I absolutely understand that. Site-17 was a major flop, but there is a very good reason why it was a flop. Site-19 was never meant to be a replacement for Site-17, and it was never meant to last more than a couple months at most. this might actually surprise you, but the entirety of Site-19 was created using, for the most part, old assets, and it was all completed in about the span of 2 weeks. So for something that took only 2 weeks to do, it actually did surprisingly well. Now this is supposed to entirely replace Site-17, and we hope that it will last for several more years to come, including regular updates that will bring more content and more sort of financial stability to the foundation. Okay, so we have the play button, we've initialized it. Let's just run a quick test to make sure that it is working properly. Fingers crossed indeed. Okay, it's not working for some reason. Play button. Dot. What was the function again? Okay. I think I lied. I think I do need UI button class. Because I cannot remember for the life of me what the actual function is called. It's called input began function. There we go. Dot input began function equals function. Print. Clicked. Okay, and just before we go into testing, let's double check to make sure that the play button doesn't have any other weird buttons inside of it. Okay, that's an image label. Play. Okay. Home, left side, play button. Okay, cool. Let's go. What do you mean Site-19's radio didn't have filtering? Oh, no. Okay, Destiny. So, thing about that is, Site-19 radio did have filtering. It's just, it only filtered across, server. So to you, if you typed in, if you dropped the F-bomb in chat, it would show up in radio. But, it would not show up for anybody else. It would show up as tagged for everybody else. Okay, so okay, so we're encountering the same exact issue we were encountering previously, and that is that the little oh, I know what it is. We forgot to pass in true because I think the presence of the effect defaults to false. Still a bit so, yeah, I agree. But like I said, Site-19 was supposed to be a minor financial boost. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, I know how to fix that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It was a bit of an oversight, but honestly, it didn't do much in the long run. So we sort of ignored it. Like we were aware that it wasn't filtering on the client side. We just sort of chose to ignore it though. Because once again, the site wasn't meant to be like high quality. It was supposed to be, you know, something that just casually existed and brought in passive income. Okay. From says, do you think the Ents update will come out before 2023? Let me answer that question with another question. Do you mean for Site-17 or for Area 14? because I'm not sure which site you're referring to. Okay, you're asking for Area 14. Okay, so this is entirely my opinion. But implementing ENTS was a good decision for what was happening at the time, but overall it's a pretty bad idea. Or yeah, so it isn't helping anything right now. Um, at the time, site needed a boost of activity, and ENTS absolutely provided that. But uh, like all that has created, it's sort of the same sort of the same boat that military police was in. Like military police provided that boost of activity, but in the end, it turned out that either military police was encroaching upon the duties of other Foundation personnel, or they just had nothing to do. Now, in the case of ENT, there was a bunch of functionality added, but that functionality wasn't entirely flushed out and didn't really mesh well with the entirety, like with the rest of the site. So it ended up being more of a nuisance than like an actual good update. Now, that is partially to blame. Area 14's codebase is partially to blame for that, because Area 14 is honestly a complete nightmare to work with. Like I'm sorry for any developer that has to work on it right now, because trying to implement a feature in one location, like I don't remember the exact there was a specific example that Spirit told me. I think it's the sort of thing where you're trying to implement vehicles and guns of all things break. So it's that sort of thing. So everything is so tied into each other. Everything is such a mess that if you cut a wire, you might be accidentally cutting a wire somewhere else, and then you need to like untangle everything and try and put everything back together the way it was with the new feature added. Like it's honestly a nightmare, and that's part of the reason why once we have the capability to remake Area 14, we are absolutely doing it, because it can't go on the way it's going on right now, because it'll like it's stagnation. Okay, input began function. So okay, so let's go back to our UI modules. So play menu. So this is something that we were using. Current team selection is Foundation personnel. So if I am correct, and I think I am, right now these are using the actual names. So some of the stuff from Team Helper will definitely come into handy. So we're going to create a new public function here that will essentially allow us to retrieve what team is currently selected. So play menu dot get selected team, and it will return what's the variable there? Well, current team selection. Yeah, and because this is just a getter, it doesn't need any documentation up here. It's very like self-evident what it does. Okay, so now we need to get play menu. It says, asks, remaking from the ground up. Yes, absolutely. This involves both rebuilding and rescripting because, if you thought the code base was bad, there are chunks of the site that are built just as bad, if not worse. When we were working on V4 with Death Sparkle, I had to remake some of the corridors, and for that I had to dissect what the old corridors used and like how they were made, and some of the stuff that I saw made me want to tear my hair out. So it's pretty bad. We also can't leave it how it is. Yeah, no, definitely. We'd be leaving it for months, and that could honestly be the end. Yeah, so that's also another dilemma that we're facing. So in order to remake Area 14, we would have to either transition to a different site or manage to keep this current site running for long enough to keep it running long enough to live, for the community to live to reach the new site. But yeah, it's a difficult thing. So I have a question. MID provided us with this roadmap. We have so many planned things. What's the point of doing this if it's best to revamp everything? So here's the thing. Roadmaps are all good and all, but they are not the end-all do-all. One of the quotes that I live by, it goes something like this: it's not the consumer's job to know what they want. So as a developer, as an engineer, as somebody who is trying to produce a product for the community, for people to enjoy, it is my job as a developer to try and make your game as enjoyable as it possibly can without you explicitly telling me what you want. Because there's a lot of different things that go into balancing. There's a lot of different things that go into creating the game, and of course, community feedback and roadmaps absolutely go into all of this. Like it's like a general direction. It points us to which way we should go. As for like the roadmap, itself, sorry. As for the roadmap itself, by remaking the site from the ground up, that is like implementing the roadmap is so much easier than trying to implement into what is going on site right now. Because remember that analogy. It's a jumble of wires right now. As soon as we try and plug something in, or as soon as we try and take something out, something else completely unrelated breaks. So having a roadmap right now is honestly a little bit less useful than having a roadmap once we actually start developing the newer site. So it's still a really good thing to have. Like it's still a general direction, but you have to keep in mind that right now, with the current way that Area 14 works, we are extremely limited as developers, and it's honestly extremely unfortunate that it is having such an effect on the player base. No. Another distinction that I want to make. V4 will probably not exist. As in, V4 sort of implies that we're going to be keeping most of the things the same on site. If I have my way with it, that is not going to be happening. So, in my opinion, and this is a personal thing, I'm not speaking for MAD, or I'm not speaking for anybody else in the 05 commanding structure or MAD commanding structure, but the idea of having a V4 at this point is kind of pointless, because I think we should just focus entirely on a completely new site with new designs, with new systems. Just not necessarily throw everything that we've learned out the window, but definitely throw out some of the old concepts that we were keeping around for God knows what reason. So anyway, Local current or selected team equals play menu dot get selected team. I see we're seeing a little bit more activity, and I guess that makes sense. It's 5 a.m. for people on the East Coast. It's more like 7, 8 maybe. I don't know. For people on the West Coast though, it's it's 3 a.m. right now. Okay, local selected team equals per play menu to dot get selected team. Selected or local selected team abbreviation equals where's team helper? Get abbreviation from name. Team helper dot get abbreviation from name. Selected team. What does select even do? Hold on. I need to investigate this. Whoops. Oh wait. Oh. Ooh. Roblox is saving. So, for those of you that didn't know, Roblox API is not the only, the website is not the only way to find out stuff about the API. If you go to Object Browser, that is yet another way to figure out how stuff works. Except I don't know if select is part of that. Okay, no, it looks like I do need to go through the website. Oh, hello. Returns all arguments after argument number index. Ooh, okay. If negative, we'll return the end of the argument list. Okay. Okay, that is pretty cool. That is really cool. Ooh, okay. It's 11 a.m. We'll think about the Europeans. Yeah, I completely forgot. Ah, no. That is not Team Helper. Where did I implement Team Helper? It was here somewhere. There it is, Team Helper. Why did I even... Oh wait, this doesn't even need to be here, excuse me? Go away. E. Oops. Local Team Helper. I'm planning on adding it to my... Yeah, but Wiki looks so nice and is so easy to read. Yeah, it is. I prefer using that. I'm planning on adding it to my Chrome extension so I can easily access stuff. Hate to break it to you. I use Edge. 1 a.m. Let's go! All of the US is like 3. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. for me right now. So for comparison, this is about the time that I went to sleep too last night. Okay, so we have Team Helper now. Yeah, Team Helper, get abbreviation from name. And now we can go. Oh no, we need to get Team Class or Team Service. Team Service. self dot kek. It's somewhere in server storage, I think. Okay, self dot services dot team service, and I think it's literally just team service colon quest team, and then I just pass in the selective team abbreviation, and let's just do a bit of a print kek. There we go. Alright, let's try that. Go to sleep, Matt. Microsoft Edge. I give up on people ruining their sleep schedules. During the first quarter of the school year, I actually went completely nocturnal for the entire quarter. It was actually pretty great. I find that I'm a lot more, I'm like significantly more productive during the night than I am during the day for whatever reason. Okay, so thing has printed out kek, so we're good. I deleted Edge. I mean, it's somewhere, but I don't see it. If I don't see it, it's something that doesn't exist. I mean, Edge is honestly pretty nice. Like, I haven't had any problems with Edge, unlike Chrome and Firefox. Like, on my work laptop, I was using Firefox. I was an avid user of Firefox, and then on my work laptop, like I was in an internship at the time. Firefox decides to just turn into complete Zalgo text. Now, if you don't know what Zalgo text is, it's this is Zalgo text. Like, Firefox turned into essentially that, and I had no idea why. Like, I had uninstalled, reinstalled, killed off Firefox. I did all this stupid stuff to make it work, and it still didn't work. So I had to switch over to Chrome. I think I switched over to. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's so sad. I seen a meme about it. It's stupid. Like, why would they get rid of the Foxy Boy? Okay, so button works. So team service, then player, load character, I think. Ooh, hello. Attempt to access the level index 6 for level 5 for team IP. What do you mean? What did it do? Oh, this is equipment service. Okay, this doesn't matter to us right now. Activate camera module. Did not select a module. What even are you? Are you a default or what? Yeah, 2018. That's a default script. That's from Roblox. Okay. Okay, so team service. It's gonna load character. Oh God. Hello. And then it's gonna return false or return true. So menu I controller. Gonna go back here. No, home menu. Goodness. gonna want to create a private function for that. So local handle play button, or no, function handle play button, and all this stuff is gonna go in there. Local response, what's that? If response, then hide menu. So if response, then go back to main UI controller. Going to create a new public function to hide and show the show and hide the menu. Controller dot hide menu and function main UI controller dot show menu. And typically, another thing I like to do is function main UI controller dot set show menu, and this will accept a state. And then what this does is just if state state, then main UI controller dot show menu, and otherwise it'll I hate it when I do that. Cease. Main UI controller dot hide menu just allows me to essentially do these with just by using a boolean. Oh god, administrators here, everybody run! No, kidding. Gee, the cease. AMR's record an administrator, mister. We forgot to add specialists in charge at Teams JSON. Hello, Alex. Don't worry about it. Okay, so for now we're just gonna use hide menu, and we are also going to make the main menu camera trail a global to this specific thing. Local main menu camera. Should it be here? No, I'm gonna use it up here. Okay. If main menu camera trail, then main menu camera trail stop. Change song, I'm trying to work. I don't see how that's a me problem. Kekwa Minju. What is that supposed to mean? And then for the UI itself, where'd the UI go? There it is. So essentially, disable camera effect, camera trail, hide menu elements. So before I forget, one of the main menu elements is the bloom. Or, sorry, blur. So we're just gonna go ahead and hide that. So local, or is lighting a thing? It is a thing. Lighting dot blur dot enabled equals false. And then it essentially scrolls through this and hides everything that is in default. Or, does it hide mission of the day? Where's mission? Okay, so that's notification. Mission of the day is that. Okay. Okay. For underscore hub get children. Wow, I'm just having a massive stroke right now. What the heck? Element it pairs that do if element dot name, okay, dot name equals default, then continue end if element dot name equals gun, then continue end. Menu. What are these words? Okay. And then for, oh wait, if screens screen dot name dot handler local handler equals that, then handler set enable state false. Americans shake my head. I will have you know I'm a Russian, thank you very much. Okay. Да, я совершенно нормально могу разговаривать по-русски. Okay, I think that's that. Let's go to here. We need the main UI controller now. Main UI controller. Main UI controller. Equals self dot controllers dot main UI controller. Can you do my Russian homework in that case? Well, first of all, do you actually have Russian homework? And the answer is probably indubitably yes. Also isn't a Russian word. You said да хорошо я also говорит по-русски. The proper way to say that would be да хорошо я тоже говорю по-русски. Okay. Cack. Okay. Why did that not do anything? Oh, I forgot to actually hide the menu. Cack. I'm very good at русский. Нет. Itamar says, English only in the stream, please. No. This is my stream. You can't do. You have no power here. Ha ha ha. Hide menu. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Main UI controller. 232. Attempt to call nil value. Okay. Home menu. Set enabled state. Oh. That would, yeah, that would do it. Karma, I think we should only speak in Russian from now on. Да, я согласен. Окей. Чего-то опять сломалось. UI контроллер. Что там у тебя не так? 230. В смысле nil? А, понятно. Screen data равно screens screen точка name screen data точка handler. Вот так. Fun fact, if you speak in any language other than English on Area 14, you will get permanently banned. Ну, я не знаю, это правда или нет? Согласовано. Окей, чего опять сломалось? 231. In UI контроллер. Окей, 231. Вот 231. Вот какого хрена? Attempt to index no. Понятно. If screen data, if not screen data, then continue. And вот так. Попробуем. Итамар говорит, Мину, перестань с русским. Нет. Окей, может быть. Может быть, уже пора. Alright, yeah. Enough's enough. We had our fun. Okay. No errors are being thrown, but there's still a logical error somewhere in there. Camera trail class. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you guys are ever thinking that I'm like ignoring you or something, keep in mind that streams have they have a delay on them. So typically, the delay between me or between you seeing what I have on my screen is about 4 or 5 seconds, and the delay between when you put something in chat and it actually showing up in chat for me is about the same amount of time. So if I don't want to answer your question for a while, that's probably why. Okay. Oh, that's a naughty word in the song. Again with the naughty words, what the heck? Come on, cease and desist. Okay. I got meme sniped. Oh my god. I really just wrote console with .log. Oh, I feel that. The past quarter I've been working with embedded. I was working using the programming language C. For the first so like when I kept putting semicolons at the end of my lines in Lua, and it killed me slowly. Okay. Workspace stuck on camera. Is camera like it's that, so okay, so that's good. But why is it all the way out here? What happened? Okay. What if here workspace dot current camera dot camera subject camera subject equals local player. What happens then? And in GS I keep not putting brackets around my statements. Struggle is very real. Yeah, I feel that too. Why is it fixed? Why is the camera subject not present? I literally just said it. And why is activate camera controller screaming at me? Nobody asked for your opinion. As I proceed to drop more popcorn. Character, maybe? Oh yeah, if you guys ever find any memes that you particularly enjoy, and want to attempt to meme snipe me, go ahead and do it. Because I will always appreciate good memes in the middle of struggling with code. What the crap are you? Why are you not setting the camera subject? Okay. What if I told you that I could just set it manually? Will that fix it? It won't. Okay. So it looks like, why is it setting it to fixed? I don't set it to fixed anywhere. Workspace dot current camera dot camera type equals enum dot camera type dot custom. Ay, Yokalaman. What if I wait for like 5 seconds? Maybe that's causing the problem. Oh yeah, I've also finished a majority of my popcorn, so I've now reached a point where I can grab the seeds at the bottom. Now, I don't know about other people, but I really enjoy chewing on these. Okay. I think I know what the problem is. What do you mean disgusting? They're nice to chew on. I want food, but I wasted all my money on chicken strips already. I feel that. I'm sort of in the same boat right now. But it's less of wasting money, and it's just like I'm leaving my apartment literally tomorrow. So I can't buy anything. Cause, well, I'll have leftover food. Okay. Okay, whatever I thought was the problem was not the problem. It's just literally Roblox misbehaving. Wrong thing. Sad, give Inamara McDonald's gear. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Why? It's acting so weird. Okay, I'm gonna bump this back up to 5 because I need to actually be able to like analyze it, or even in fact I'm gonna bump this up to 10. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can also probably get rid of this. Okay. Why are you? Okay, what if I just do workspace stock camera? Maybe that's the problem? What do you mean camera isn't a valid member of workspace? What? Where'd it go? It was literally right here. Oh, Sammy, you missed it. Like, so, previous stream, which was a couple hours ago, I was raging because pretty much everything in workspace was disappearing. So this is bringing back some. Where did it go? So this is bringing back some very PTSD-esque moments. Where that crap did it go? Where? Where are you, you heathen? Since you replace current cam variable by workspace.current. No, but see, workspace.current camera, it's a property of workspace. It's not like an actual item. That's why I'm so confused. Like, camera is typically a physical object that's inside of here. Like, you can see, like... Yeah, so if I stop the simulation, you will see the camera is in here. And it's always in here, unless otherwise specified. But then all of a sudden, it just yoinks off into some non-existent point of existence. And right now, I printed out the previous camera, which is the camera, and I printed out the previous camera get full name, and it also printed the same exact thing. Now that only happens when the camera doesn't have a path. So typically if the camera was under something like A1Armor, it would print out the full name as workspace.development.a1armor.camera. But since it's doing this, it means that the camera is literally being destroyed, which is finna no bueno. I'm not okay. This is not okay. Let's see if resorting to hacky practices will work. Repeat workspace dot current camera equals until until workspace.camera. Oh no, what am I doing? Look, it's here now, you can see it. Oh, I messed up. Uh-oh, I did it bad. I did it bad, I did it bad, I did it bad. Stop, 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 stop. Where is it? Forgot to put a wait statement in here. Okay. I see we're getting some more viewers. Hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us. Okay. Hey! It worked. Okay, so hacky practices have come to save us this time. So there is most certainly that. Now I'm kind of wondering if we even need these. We probably do, but the less lines of code we have, the better. Yep, still need those. Kek. Okay. Now, just to make sure I don't question myself later, stupid fix because apparently workspace.camera self upon on use. Okay. Now, my question is, am I actually being teamed to the right team? Oh wait. Yeah, I set it away of 10 seconds. Okay. Hey, equipment service is doing what it's supposed to be do. Oh no. Why is the UI not hiding itself? Oh, it's because I actually forgot to hide it. Lol. Screen dot visible equals false. I'm gonna decrease this to 5 just so that I can do stuff. Or do stuff faster anyway. Sammy, stop watching Nay Nay Big Baguette. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Free. Door stuck, please fix. Okay, cool. Hey, fantastic. Radio's a bit low though. And this needs to be gone. Okay, so maybe not the default one. Toolbox open? What do you mean toolbox open? Where's toolbox? I don't see it. Cause I got team create open. I got insert object open. I got game open. What toolbox? What are you talking about? Oh god, this thing scared me for a sec. Oh, that toolbox. Yeah, Itamar threw a bit of a hissy fit when I imported this from the toolbox. Okay, I think that looked good. So, now let's go ahead and implement the sanity checks that we were talking about. Wherever that is. Team service. There it is. Okay. So, feel free to throw in ideas into chat. What sort of sanity checks we should have. So first off, does the team exist? Is the player allowed on the team? Alright, no, that's a really generic question. Is the team paid? Does the player have the XP to join the team? Tell me you imported that to a baseplate first. No, I didn't actually. Because you don't need to import everything to a baseplate. Because when so fun fact is, when you import something like this dummy, it always highlights it first, and typically has it all in one group. So you can just check through everything individually, which I did for the rock. Plus, I'm pretty sure it was from the meshes category, I think. There it is. Get the abbreviation. Okay, so does the team exist? So, first of all, local team equals target team equals teams find first child team abbreviation. If not target team, then return false. This is our first sanity check. As for, is the team paid? Does the player have the XP to join the team? That's probably not something we're going to be implementing now. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't remember half of this information, so. And yeah, sanity check is just to make sure that, sanity check, in terms of, programming, or specifically in the context of, client to server interaction, is literally just, the server making sure that the information that the client is sending makes sense. Okay. I honestly think that we're done. So all I need to do now, on my end, to make this UI work is I just need to put in the spawns into the, well, respective spawns. So, and I'm not going to be doing that on stream because I want to preserve the lack of knowledge on how the site looks. I mean, for the reasons that I've stated before on stream several times, in fact. And just I'll reiterate them. It's literally just so that, you know, people have this project and they don't know what it is. And if I show everybody everything right now, there won't be any incentive to go on site once it releases, because you guys will have already seen everything. So I am probably gonna end off the stream here and just do a couple more things off camera to make this stuff work. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to ask me or see, or that I'm within the ability to answer or show? Spokojnej nocy. Alrighty. Well, if there are no more questions, or if there are, feel free to send it to me via Discord. I will go ahead and head off. I thank everybody who joined, and I hope you learned something interesting or valuable in the stream. So, see you later, and have a great day. And good night to those of you that are going to sleep. Bye bye.